sun, wanna feel the sunrise. Wanna catch the dawn, 'cause the count's done now. 'Cause it makes me feel alive. Wanna feel the sun, wanna feel the sunrise.
I What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Kryptonite Rainbow Six Siege tournament. Today we have the match between Mammoth Gaming and Team Solid. This is the first match for the day, and this is the first match I am casting for you guys for this tournament. So I hope you're all excited to see how this match turns out to be. The first ban coming out is going to be on a Thermite. That's Team Solid doing a solid on that hard breacher, no exothermic charges for either of these teams for the entirety of this map. Second ban coming out, Mammoth Gaming comes out with a ban onto Nomad. So Nomad, she's a really unique ability in my opinion. It's kind of like a claymore but not lethal at all directly. Well, it's pretty lethal if you do get stuck in a Nomad trap and as an attacker around, but it's not directly lethal. And Mammoth Gaming coming out with a Kaid ban. Kaid, alright, pretty interesting operator as well. He can lock down as many walls as a Thermite if placed right. Some of the walls, if you know with Kaid's ability, sometimes you can get as much as 3 walls with just one of its charges. And of course he has that ACOG and the shotgun, which is pretty much a DMR and really annoying to play against. Final ban, Echo, pretty respectable, pretty expected. Echo isn't, it's bomb. Echo is so influential in area denial and entry denial that plus he has that ACOG and a really stable MP5 SD to use it right next to. So pick phase, we're looking at a Jaeger, Maestro, Bandit, Valkyrie, Castle on the defense of Executive Lounge and CEO Office. On the attack, we're looking at a Jackal, IQ, Maverick, Hibana and Zofia. Alright, it's gonna be the 6th pick phase. Any of these teams taking advantage of it? I guess not, but let's see how this game turns out to be. So seems like unknown gamer underscore MRCZ might have not changed his name yet, but that suggests that he's been a team member of a lot of players from MG, Beat MG, Viper MG, Sparko, EX7 Silence. All of those players used to be in team MRCZ, so pretty weird to not see them with that name tag. And I guess there's some issue with the FPS. I'm gonna have to configure real quick. So pardon me for that, boys, and just give me a second. There we go, the game should be much smoother to look at right now on stream. Alright, here Bandit outside the window. He's being looked at by EX7 on the Zofia. Needs to be careful. Zofia coming up on the peak. It's going to be a C4 probably, but I think that was the Valkyrie throwing it out. Silence MG comes out with a frag. Valentina X with two frags for Team Solid there. Not looking very good for Team MG in the 3v4 situation with this first attack.
Clear.
Super MG coming out with that breach charge. He's gonna get a line of sight straight into the conference room. There's no holes into janitor, so the prone Jaeger is gonna be pretty safe. The jump out from Valk jumps straight into that Claymore. She's gonna be taken out, but she gets that frag as well onto Sparko. So they don't have to worry about the windows anymore. But coming out with the spray is gonna be Viper. Gets Jaeger all the way inside the janitor's closet. Grimlock is gonna be the only one standing for Team Solid. Has been thrown out. Not gonna stay alive for very long. Beat coming out of the peak. He's gonna take him out. I guess I know why the FPS issues were caused. Should be much better now. Let's see. I'm really sorry guys for the FPS issues caused right now. I'm gonna try to fix it before the next stream, but bear with me for this game. Coming out of the peak, that's going to be a really risky game you're playing there. Magneto gets taken out as the castle. That was a really late attempt on getting that door barricaded.
Bomb located.
First round did go into the MRCZ's attack. MRCZ's attack's favor. Coming out of the peak is going to be Nightmare. Nightmare does not manage to land the kill. He's way in the open. Mira comes with the help, but that's not going to be a safe play. Mira being spotted out by the Jackal. Jackal does not manage to secure the kill on to Nightmare. Playing the Maestro. He's trying to spray out the Maverick who's just made the holes. It's going to leave Maestro in a really bad position. That's C4. Not something he's looking for. Silence. Manages to get back into safety before it blows on up. Valentina gets the frag on to Sparko, who's on the window. That's now Nightmare is free to peek without having to worry about his left. But EX7 all the way from main entrance. This spot, you have to close down the windows, because this spot gives almost the line of sight into the whole site. Maverick looking for a peek. That's a very risky peek. Valentina is gonna come out on top in that engagement. Comes into the peek onto the Zofia. Doesn't have enough health. Zofia knows that is EX7 knows that he is on top of this engagement. Doesn't look to be in a very healthy position. Coming in with the peak. Valentina, what a shot. Last guy outside the window. EX7 totally expected that. Jaeger's going to be the last one standing. He hears the rappel. His position given away now. EX7. He is in his comfort zone right here. EX7 knows how to land these plays. But time isn't going to be on his side. If Jaeger plays this right, this is his round. Coming in with the peak. He knows he needs to be cautious because EX7 is going to land his shots. Coming in with the spray. EX7 tries to get the knife. But, oh my god, how do you lose that? Unknown gamer is going to be taken out. EX7. That was a very panicky knife. Manages to land the kill with the peeker's advantage. It's going to land the second round with that 1v2 clutch for for MG. And that's going to take them up to a score of 2-0. So we're moving on to round 3. Another defense for Team Solid. They've not managed to win any one of these attacks. And here we're looking at the Deagle with the suppressor. Now personally I feel that the muzzle brake on the Deagle is a better choice. Depends on your playstyle. Heavily depends on the playstyle of the Valkyrie. Because the new recoil of the Deagle is just amazing. Like that makes the gun so much better to use. And look at Magneto doing the shift taps. For our viewers watching, whoever did not know about this, if you keep tapping shift while you sprint, your footsteps aren't actually audible. This came in with a new patch, obviously not intended. That's something you can take full advantage of. I'm locked inside janitor's closet. Beat on top. He's trying to get another kill this round. That's not really going to be possible. The first frag comes out. Sparko is going to bite the dust. It's going to be Nightmare on the roam. No, the Vigil's position has been given away. He needs to be careful about how he peeks. That silence moves straight into his crosshair. This round doesn't look to be very strong for MG.
Knock, knock.
That's interesting. Beat has managed to make a hole all the way into sight. Didn't even need to enter the building. I didn't actually know about this angle.
Clear. Activating drone.
Viper is gonna get the first frag for Team MG. No, that's one dangerous pulse right there. Coming in with the spray, gets the frag onto Viper through the wall, and that was an IQ as well. Pulse, if he was at all aware of Pulse's position, he would have been taken out. 2v3, unknown gamer also taken out. He was the one who who lost the 1v1 against EX7 last round. They are on the hunt for the Pulse. EX7 downstairs is looking around for him. Beat. He's gonna get the knife, evening the man count out. Pulse downstairs. He's gonna throw that out a bit too soon. He should have waited for the plant to start coming out. Valkyrie alone in the site is going to be taken out. EX7 and Beat getting the final 2 frags, and that's going to be a 3v5 that MG turned around in this game. Actually a 2v5. All the work was kind of done by Beat and EX7. Viper getting 1 frag as well. Meaning we're going to be moving on to round 4. A 3-0 score in favor of MG. Team Solid having a lot of troubles trying to land or win even one round for themselves. Finally, Team Solid decides to go for a different side. They've been losing top 3 rounds in a row. Trying to mix stuff up. This round, they're going to attempt for an Archives defense.
ADS active in this sector. Place devices. Impact out.
Feed up and running. Sweeping for electronics. Sweeping for electronics.
No IQ with that suppressed P12. The site isn't top, but the way to attack Archives has always, like, this meta has never shifted since the game came out. Bank is one of the OG maps that came out with the game. The way to attack the site has always been through top. You can, like, you have to have the top floor control as attackers to be able to successfully attack this side. Now what bums me out and shocks me is that there's not even a single roaming defender on the top floor. They have a Buck Spark, they have a Jackal with a shotgun who's Sparko, just got taken out from below. Nightmare with the spray is gonna land one of those bullets on Sparko's face. Also Legion seems to be playing on the bottom floor. Again, as I was saying, there's nobody roaming on the top floor. EX7 has made his way onto the lobby. Grimlock is going to be the only one defending A, and Nightmare is going to be in B. Now there's 2 other defenders, both of them roaming. That's the Vigil and Legion. Legion's downstairs. That's even Vigil's in open area. It's not as hard of a roam as you'd expect. Grimlock from side. That's going to be EX7 who was inside the lobby. So MG is not going to be happy about it. This silence from above is going to take out Vigil through the hatch. Now open area is in the best place to be at. Beat also making those holes. He's going to land that shot. Beat is really good at using those Maverick holes. That's where the top floor control comes on in. Valkyrie gets taken out. The game's been turned around. Magneto for this clutch drops it down to a 1v2. He's gonna try his best to get the round. Now that's what I was talking about. The verticality comes into play right there. The side gets opened up. Legion's just gonna miss the IQ by an inch. The Hibana by an inch. IQ coming in with the final frag all the way from the reception through 2 holes. Manages to land the line off his side. Gets that shot onto his face. MG coming out with the win for round 4, and they're going to move on with the score of 4-0 as we proceed on the pick phase for round 5. MG being pretty dominant. From what I'm seeing, Team Solid here, they're getting pretty solid kills, pun intended, in the starting of the round. As the round starts, as the initial peaks and pushes come on out from Team MG. do you say? Team Solid is having no issues facing off against that. They're getting the initial frags. They have, after the first few frags, they always have the man advantage. But after that, that's where MG and their experience comes in, right? MG, although it's a new name for them, they're a pretty seasoned roster and they've been playing together for quite a while. Under pressure, they play extremely well. Under pressure, with 3 players alive, they know that that's where they start becoming more careful, start watching each other's back, and peek more carefully. They're not as havocy and as oblivious to enemy. Like, they're not overconfident anymore once they've lost a player or two, and that's where their main game comes in. And well, from the pattern we're seeing here, Team Solid is not prepared for coordinated push, even if it's a lower player count that's up against them. Oh, that's a pretty interesting camp from Nightmare. I'm really interested to see how that goes, how that looks, because inside that bookshelf it wasn't visible. It did get glitched behind
Activated.
the books. Now that second cam she threw, the third cam she Nightmare did throw out, that was spotted out by the drone, and it's a pretty standard spot since Valkyrie has come out. What I'm interested to see is that CEO cam, if we can get a look in that. This reception cam is also not something you should ignore. Well, we're not gonna manage to get a line of sight on that cam, but nonetheless, that's a pretty interesting cam. You guys could try it out in a casual or two. Let's see if Valkyrie by chance. Can you please show me the cam? Valk, show me the cam, man. What you up to? Oh, there we go. There's going to be a vertical hole with the breach charge right above our Nightmare. Losing a little bit of health. You need to be careful. Sparko. And does get spotted out. The C4 is not going to deal any damage. Another C4 comes on out. You seems too quick with the C4. Valkyrie not sure where to throw the C4 at. Doesn't realize that that's not a breakable hole. And as the vertical distractions come on in, EX7 isn't going to be stopped by anybody moving into the site from the doorway. Just comes on in, gets 3 frags before getting shut down by the Pulse. Sparko was inside, Pulse wasn't aware of that. That's where your game sense needs to be on point. He was just reloading, standing oblivious of Sparko's position, gets taken out as well. 1v3 situation for Valentina again. Spots. Sparko gets the frag, gets another one. That's going to be 2 kills from Valentina. Both Beat and Sparko get taken out. Viper, not a player you could to be trifled with. Spots out the Valk cam in its position. Does not have the diffuser. Valentina does have the diffuser, and he's going to be right here. No, oh my god, Viper does not know the position. That's going to be really sad if... I was going to say it would have been sad if Valentina lost that, but he didn't. Amazing 1v3 clutch with 2 headshots in that skylight stairwell. A really good rotation into the side and a well-positioned cover as IQ moved on in, destroyed the barbed wire, gave away her position, and well, he won the round. First round won by Team Solid. An amazing clutch by Valentina. Well played by him. Glad I recorded all 3 kills onto the stream. And yeah, still a 3-point lead, 4-1 lead for MG. They're still comfortably sitting with that lead and not much left to worry about. Now this is going to be the final round before we see the attack defense role swap. So let's see if MG, which team out of these makes the most out of their position, if it's going to be MG or Team Solid.
Fortified wall! up and running.
LED active! If it runs on batteries, I'll see it!
Deploying ADS.
Changing back!
Don't worry, my grenade's coming.
LED active. If it runs on batteries, I'll see it.
Evil eye on watch. Deploying heartbeat sensor.
Now we're looking at round 6. Beat again on that Skylight level as well. Not MG, sorry. Team Solid is going to do themselves a solid and try to defend the top floor again. They've won it every time they went there. So let's see how they play this differently. Well, the first frag comes on out. As I've been saying, Team Solid has had no problems getting the man advantage initially, but it's a later push that they fail against. It's a coordinated drones in plays and the peaks in the gunfights that come out from MG, those shots. Silence, it'll be better if he doesn't peek that. There we go. Nightmare with the second frag for the round.
Reloading, cover me.
Takes on Silence. Viper moving in from the lobby. That's going to be Grimlock, the roamer. He was the pulse downstairs last round. Well, I just say Viper was managed to get his revenge. He's going to get the second frag onto Magneto. Third frag comes out from Sparko. That's what I'm talking about. The initial frags did go in Team Solid's favor. Nightmare also being taken out. 1v3 again for Valentina. Gets the first frag for... Well, this... Not Valentina, sorry. Unknown Gamer. He gets the first frag. It's always a bandit, isn't it? The diffuser has also been dropped in the hallway. He's being careful about both his flanks. He's being spotted out continuously by that jackal who scanned him out. They have the diffuser. They can go in and plant, and that's exactly what they're going to do. Sitting inside the stock room. Unknown Gamer isn't going to make a move. Viper has a line of sight. Now that he's essentially tunneled himself in, sitting inside stock. There can be two long holes onto the angle he's to come out from. He could have been caught in the crossfire, but that's not what MG is going to be doing. Comes in with multiple peeks from the same door. Viper with the spray gets Unknown Gamer in the end, and well, he got it from through two windows in a door. That was a pretty long maintained line of sight. Score is going to go, the round is going to go in favor of MG. We're on to round 7. The score is 5-1. MG on the defense now. First room they're going to be going is lockers and CCTV room, taking it old school, taking it classic. Now again, everybody, we've crossed the half point of this game. Everybody watching, I'd request you to drop a like on the stream if you're enjoying. Again, if you don't know me, I am Tech. I am casting this tournament for you and for Kryptonite Esports Club. Do subscribe to their channel. Do not forget, we're going to be bringing you a lot of Siege matches for this tournament through this channel. So be sure to hit that subscription button and the bell icon if you want to be notified. Again, I am Tech and I am your host and caster for this specific match between MG and Team Solid. Again, here in preparation phase. MG is going to be prepping themselves up. Seems like they're going to be investing a lot of heavy resources inside of the open area, with the Mira window going on the wall, watching the alley access window.
Home improvement time. Send in Max.
Sparko on the pulse. That is the elite pulse as well. Again, on the attack, we're looking at a blitz, which is... It seems like I'm not sure about Team Solid's playstyle, but it seems like a very, very desperate measure in hopes of getting a few early kills and getting the Romas caught off guard. Blitz is, as we call it, a pretty overpowered and an OP character to play. So now let's see if Nightmare is able to make good use of him.
Activating gun.
So EX7 on that Valkyrie. He's going to be playing Archives. Just looking at a very heavy roam game. Seems like MG is totally prepared for an upstairs push, and that's kind of how you push this site. Get 1F control, get the hatches control. And we see EX7 getting a stroke with the ADS and non-ADSs. Pulse, Smoke and Mira are going to be the only ones downstairs. Smoke in the garage. That's a very non-standard place to see him at. EX7 getting the first frag. Ash on the top floor is going to be taken out. Again, Bandit, Blitz here, trying his best to get a few early frags. It's not a place you should be pushing. There we go. Blitz is going to be taken out early into the game. Comes in with the right click, the ADS, showing off his face. At C4 is going to be missed. Sledge is not going to manage to get the line of sight onto Valkyrie. That could have been a free kill as Valkyrie missed. That C4 tried to pick it back up with that low HP. EX7 decides to drop back into the site. Pulse with the spray. He's going to miss, and with all those shots, what are you doing, Sparko? Unknown Gamer turns on around, gets one on his face. And it's kill going for Team Solid. Moving down the stairs is going to be Hibana. Looking at his teammate Sledge being demolished by Sledge's shotgun. He's not going to be happy about that. Moves away up to the hatch. Viper also gets taken out. There's no rumors. Silence has this angle held down. Nobody can take these stairs to go down from.
Stay back.
There we go. Team Solid drops the diffuser as EX7 from below the hatch. With that low HP gets the frag. Unknown Gamer is not going to be happy about his health. Gets taken down by Silence through the wall. Defenders winning round 7. It's going to be 6-1. He's looking at 2 disconnects for Team MG. And I believe no requests for rehosts. Moving on to match point. The score is 6-1 in favor of Team MG. Okay, there we go. There's going to be rehost request, guys. We're going to be back pretty soon as we're done with the rehost. And thank you all for tuning in. I'll make sure this rehost comes to you as soon as possible. We're on a match point for Team MG. It's going to be a pretty exciting end to the game. So stay tuned. Drop a like on the stream. Subscribe to the channel. And get some popcorn.
fantasies. Would you do that for me? Yeah, fly this.
Alright, everybody, what's going on? We're back with the rehost. The score is going to be 6-1 again in favor of Team MG. They're at match point, and it's Executive Lounge and CEO Office, the side they're going to be defending. They just need one more round. They just need to win one more round to win this game and take it home to proceed on to the next. Proceed on with it, the tournament.
Barbed wire installed.
Evil eye ready.
Alright, so the defense seems pretty standard. We're looking at a dog, a castle, a vigil, a Valkyrie, and the maestro, bit by bit. 3 minutes. The clock's ticking. Looking at a spawn peak with that holographic EX7 comes on out with the vigil. Pretty confident. Manages to get the frag onto the Thatcher. Might have just gotten a second frag if it wasn't for the blitz. Now on in the executive lounge, we're looking at 4 defenders stacked up next to each other. Magneto not sure how to push this. I'm not sure if Team Solid's done enough droning to move in from here, because they see that the players who are moving in, they seem pretty not confident. Magneto, you're not in a very good spot. He could have gotten the line of sight on that castle. Let's destroy that maestro. Could have done it himself, being the sledge. It's gonna be a nade coming in. Doesn't do a lot of damage. Viper from inside the janitor's closet gets taken out. Magneto with the kill. I'm sorry I missed that. The game's really wonky with its cam controls. Magneto here looks to be really strong. He's getting one frag after the other. He's gonna whiff all his shots through that wall. That is the vigil inside the site. Castle. Just gonna go help Silence out, who just got taken out. Blitz is going to be really happy about his performance this game. He has a diffuser. He's gotten a frag to his name. EX7 in this 1v2 situation. He has to face off against the Sledge and the Blitz. Sledge already taken out. Triple kill for EX7 this round. Oh, that's not the best way. The Blitz to play. There you go. He gets taken out. EX7 gets the frag. A 1v1 against the Blitz. You don't plant, you charge. And GG, well played. Coming out from both these teams. EX7 coming out on top for the rehost at least. And Mammoth Gaming, they're gonna get the win to their name with the score of 7-1.